Just getting the blood flow. All right, we got 1 more minute.
All right, we're back here live. Just a little technical difficulty. On a little halftime break here. For those of you just joining us, we got a score here of 65-0. The Panthers are up. The Panthers are back. It's good to see them back. All right, so far, the first half, we've seen the Bulldogs really try to establish the run offensively a lot, but it hasn't worked. We've seen them try to establish the pass.
Panthers, you got all your
It hasn't worked. We see them try to tackle. It hasn't worked. So the Bulldogs are having a lot of issues. The Panthers are a great team, even though it's a lot of new people. Once again, it's a lot of veterans who have a lot of experience winning in other places. And so the Panthers are very, very strong showing today, and that's to be expected. And if you're the Bulldogs right now, you have to pull all the tricks out the bag right now, because if you don't, there's no chance of you coming back. And so right now, as it stands, once again, just a reminder, the Panthers right now are in the slot number 2 to get that bye for the second round if they keep up this pace of the score. So we'll see if they can hold on to that score or maybe even add on to it. We'll see if the Bulldogs can come back. It looks like the teams are just about ready to come back on the field. And yep, they are lining up. And we should be starting the second half momentarily.
All right, we're going to get ready to go. Panthers, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
How can I be of assistance to you?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Bulldogs, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get the second half going.
All right, the ball's in play now.
Down to pound.
And down to pound. It looks like Torov is building up his Twitch audience. Another touchback. Another touchback by the Panthers, and now it's 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs 20. Let's see. I don't know what the Bulldogs said, but hopefully the Bulldogs said had a great pep talk at halftime, and hopefully they come out stronger, because if they don't, game will definitely be over. Rhinos is going to remain the QB, looks like, for the second half. He has Eric right next to him. He has Bam, Caden, Irish, and Jay Holiday at the receiver spots, and it looks still to be Renee, Alonzo, and Ethan as their line.
Sorry.
Down, set, hike.
And Rhino hikes the ball, pressure on him, able to elude the pressure, get the ball off. Ooh, Jay Holiday was around the area, but a little overthrown. And I'm looking at Jay Holiday and that hair, and he's going to be probably up for voting of Hair of the Year. That hair is flying. Oh, my gosh. That hair is all out of that helmet.
Yeah, but you had Psych right there with him, so, I mean, he had some pressure on him.
Panthers defensive line.
Down.
It's Purdy Panther and Toroff still at the outside linebackers of Aaron Caden. In the middle, as Rhino rolls out, he shows a little speed there, but that Purdy Panther, you know, she's definitely one of the top outside linebackers in the league. And Rhino stepped up. And you know what? The thing, I know that was a loss of yardage there. But the thing I do like was I finally see Rhino roll out and then speed with the boost. And he did run into Purdy, but at least
Yeah.
he sped with the
Well,
boost.
he showed, Purdy showed some patience there, and she just kind of held out and waited. And as soon as he made his move, she just came in and grabbed him.
She did the female thing, hold out and wait, basically.
Is that what it is?
That's the female thing.
Gotcha.
I know from experience. No, I'm just joking.
Down to hike.
All right, Rhino's rolling out deep. He's got Torov close by. Was it nice throw?
Nice little pass to Eric.
And still not tackled yet. Oh, nice little cut. Nice catch by Siri. Pick up a 7 yards. This is a positive play right there, and that's once again, hopefully, they could build upon that. And that's the second time I've seen that throw in that area like that, and that receiver in that spot has been open. But nevertheless, it's now 4th down, and they will have to kick it off. It looks like they're going to punt it, doing the smart thing. I mean, at this point, Kat, if it was me, I think I'm more of a risk taker. At this point, if I'm down 65-0, I would still go for it. Yeah, at this point, you really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. You have
and you-
nothing to lose. I mean, get the reps in. Is that the term we're using lately? Is just get the reps in.
Put in that work. Nevertheless, the Bulldogs looks like they're going to kick it. Maybe in the back of their
Down to
minds.
hike.
Maybe at this point they're not playing for the win. Maybe they're just playing to keep the score down. Who knows? But
Nice kick that time.
that's a beautiful kick, and it's a
Nice
touchback.
little touchback.
So at least at the start of the second half, there's been a few positive signs of life from the Bulldogs, and maybe that's something to build upon. Even if they don't come back from this deficit, to come back and maybe score a couple of touchdowns or something, just get some plays that give them some momentum and build their confidence. It's something that wouldn't be bad for them at this point. Kaden is once again. She looks like she's taking over the QB spot. She has Dexter, Frew, Staples, Malik, and Darian as her receivers. Purdy, Purdy,
Down,
Ashley,
set,
and Torov
hike.
as her linemen. She drops out. She's rolling out to the right. She's got receivers available. She throws it.
Yeah, receivers right there in the area. 2 of them actually.
Yeah. It looked a little short. And it looked like the reaction time of the receivers, maybe they just didn't see it in time, but it was a little short there. Nevertheless, they'll get another opportunity.
Down, set, hike.
And Kaden rolls out to the right again. She's rolling. She has a couple receivers. She has one way deep, but now that receiver's too far out of hands. Tackle sacked by security residents. Security's in the building. 14-yard loss. Now it will be a 3rd down and long. 3rd and 24 at the Panthers 6. Big play by security. And so far, the momentum looks like it's gone on the Bulldogs side. So let's see. I wouldn't be too cocky if I was the Bulldogs yet, though. Just because the Panthers have
set,
explosive
hike.
offense that one play is all it takes to score, even on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I don't think that's cocky, right? They would be coming out cocky on this one or anything. I think that they're just going to get the momentum.
And long overthrown pass. She did have Staples down there open, but Kaden overthrows it, and now it's 4th and 24. It'd be interesting to see if they punted here to prevent the Bulldogs from getting the score. And no, they're going for it. The Panthers say, we don't care how far back we are, we're going to get this one. Basically, is what they're saying here. And if you're the Bulldogs, you're fighting for pride
Down,
right now.
set,
This would be a
hike.
big stop that the Bulldogs definitely can use as momentum. And once again, the receiver is deep. Kaden stepping up. She sees him.
Overthrown.
No! Wow. And that's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line.
And some really
And if you're the Bulldogs,
great field position.
this is the field position all game. But yet, if you're the Bulldogs, the one thing I will say, those same issues you were facing on the opposite side of the field are the same issues you will face now if you haven't made those adjustments. But at least you're in field goal range. So worst case scenario, if they can't score a touchdown here, they can at least put up some points on the board with field goal.
Definitely put up
Down
for
to
3.
hike.
Rhino play action, dropping way back.
Gosh, he dropped so far back. And the interception right there.
Just like that.
Ray
See?
Robert.
And Ray gets
Brought down.
tackled.
Jay Holiday
after
got in
11-yard
there.
pickup. It's that simple. The same mistakes you face down the field, it doesn't change just because you have better field position. And right there, if I was Rhino, I probably would have just called run plays. I wouldn't even have passed it because I wouldn't want to risk that dropping
I
back.
agree with you.
And just call run plays and, hey, worst case scenario, settle for field goal.
As close as they were, at least with run plays, they could have gotten
Down.
like
Set.
inched
Hike.
it up in there, and
I'm not even going to touch that one. Kaden eluding the defense. She's wide open. She may just want to run it here, but she's looking for a deep pass. Nice catch and tackle. Nice catch by Malik. Good tackle by Jordan. Malik, that was a great move. Malik had to adjust to that ball and just grab it. There was a defender there. Jordan Holiday was close, but Malik, elusiveness, was able to get to the ball first. The Panthers right now look like they have a very, very deep receiving core, and it's showing. Kaden is dropping over to the right side this time, and she's looking deep, and she launches. Tight throw again. Syke with the catch. Nathaniel Stevens with the tackle there at the 8-yard pickup. So the Bulldogs right now, their coverage is a lot better. They're right there. And right now, those last two throws were 50-50 balls, meaning that, the offense or the defense could have grabbed it. Panthers right now have the better hands, and they've been grabbing that. But Kaden better be careful throwing into tight coverage. You want to kind of see if you can find those open guys. But once again, they have a great receiving core that she can trust them still. So, with this great receiving core, they can be trusted. But there's been a couple of Panthers open. Let's see if she can find the open one. Yep, there's open receiver right there. There you go.
Oh, nope.
Staples gets stopped.
Staples,
he scored. It almost looked like he got stopped, but Staples was able to fight through. And another touchdown right there by the Panthers. Good, awesome throw by Kaden there to find the open Staples. You had about two receivers right in that area, and she threw it to the right one. The other receiver in front was covered better, and she actually threw it to the right one. So that's a good job by Kaden there. And Tora once again is back to kick the extra point there. And now it's 72-0. The Panthers are up. And Kat, you see how fast, even though with the great field position, how it all turned for the worst on the Bulldogs with that key mistake of an interception.
I mean, it's just like you said. I don't know. I mean, yes, it's a mistake. Maybe it was a mischoice, miscommunication, whatever it was. But it's a momentum killer.
Most definitely. Another touchback. Toroff is a great kicker. I'm just realizing his placement, he's definitely a great kicker. And, when you're a team and you don't give great field position to the other team, that's going to help your defense out a lot. So now, Bulldogs are taking the two-back formation as Rhino just hikes the ball. Once again, he's doing that drop down way back. Oh my gosh. He just got ransacked. And on that play, if you view on the cam, you could see as soon as he hiked the ball, he dropped way back. All four Panthers on the front line came through untouched. You cannot win in this league with that kind of play. And that's something that the Bulldogs will have to definitely get back and look at this film and definitely make that adjustment. You can't be afraid to stick those blocks. And the earlier the better. For any QB out there, when you have a line that can stick blocks early for you, and you see those blocks and you know where the defense is not going to be, and those lanes open up for you, wow.
Yeah, and like you said, going back and watching the films, this season we've got them on YouTube, so everybody can go back and watch everybody's film. I'm thinking game like being on the field and watching it, sorry. But you can watch it. You can see what's happening on the field. You can see where you open that spot, you let them through and really just find that key that you need to get back into this.
Mr. on that last play by Rhino. Nice driving back with the trips. With all the pressure, you could just tell Rhino probably just got a little nervous there, and he's getting sacked for safety.
Another safety.
Kaden Pierce with the safety. Now 74-0. The Panthers are up on the Bulldogs. And once again, trouble in Augusta.
In the house.
There's trouble in Augusta right now. But once again, luckily for the Bulldogs, this ain't the season yet, so this doesn't count against them. This is just a tourney. So they can use this once again as motivation, and hopefully they do. Hopefully they don't get too down on themselves. Because there's a lot more football to play. There's a lot of time to get better as a group and bounce back from something like this. Syke with the reception of the kick. He's done a couple of jukes and gets tackled by Irish. After a 19-yard pickup, it'll be 1st and 10 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's really nice to see them switching out players, bringing in different looks.
Yeah, and it seems to be a rotation of certain guys a lot. It looks like Staples and Frew are the mainstays of the receiving core, and then everybody else is being mixed up around. So to me, that and I'm not surprised by that. Obviously, Staples and Frew are the longtime members there, and they're probably the leaders, some of the leaders of the team. As Caden rolls out to the left, goes deep. Syke with a nice full catch, wide open, and that brings the score now to 80-0 Panthers. And that's the one thing you wonder. We know that Kobe Varnish was a big-time voice on the team and a big-time leader of the team. And and with Frew and Staples there, I would only assume that they would take a lot of that leadership role, as well, especially since Kobe is not around. And I'm not sure if Kobe be back, but if Kobe is added to this mix eventually, the Panthers, really, from top to down, have a really solid group of players together assembled right now.
Yeah, and that's something I know we spent time with Kobe and everything, and he just has such an eye for it. He can just really see everything out there, and just I think he's a great coach. So I would love for him to come back and maybe spend time and coach, different teams, not exclusively, but spend time with them and give them pointers. So it's not just, I don't know, just sharing his knowledge.
Down,
Yeah,
set,
and he's done
hike.
that already. He has a history of helping out people when they ask. So he definitely has that background.
Oh,
And I'm sure he's always willing.
Home team,
If people ask him.
5-yard penalty.
another offsides flag on that play.
And it's been a while since we've had any penalties, but
Repeat.
here we go, popping up a penalty right here. Dante calls the offsides on the Panthers. And we're going to have another re-kick here. So the Panthers have to work it out on their special teams. What's probably happening, Kat, if I'm not mistaken, maybe they're running past the line too quick
Mm-hmm.
on the kickoff. So they're getting a little antsy. I know, like, last season when that rule got installed, on the Warriors, one of the things we stress, like, hey, if you ever do that, you're going to sit out the next play. Because that's really, not too good. If, passing that line, you got to have a little more discipline
Down, set,
on
hike.
that.
Definitely. Well, I know that I was starting many a time, so yeah.
Nevertheless, the Panthers are up by so much. Once again, these penalties aren't really hurting you, so it's just things to think about when you have close games. Then those penalties can really backstab you and hurt you, but they are still cruising 80-something points to 0, so I'm sure they're not stressing it right now.
Down, set, hike.
Like
All
the
right,
caught
he's dropping way back again.
again,
Same throw
another
again.
interception.
Ray Robert was
Ray
all
Robert.
over that, and it's now 87-0. And here's the thing, and this is what I'm going to say about the Panthers, and this is what separates contenders and non-contenders. The Panthers made an adjustment there, and Ray picked it up. And the reason why Ray was able to pick it up, he's a high IQ player out there. He's a very smart secondary player, and the Bulldogs have run that play multiple times already. And yes, they even got one reception of a series. So Ray, knowing that, it was easy for him to pick that apart because he saw the same exact play happening before his eyes. And at that time, he just jumped ahead of it, and he was thinking ahead, and he was right at the spot that he needed to be,
Down,
and
set,
an easy
hike.
pick six for Ray Robert. And it's now 88-0. Panthers are up.
Looks like they're making just the normal player changes. They've been rotating in and out.
Down, set, hike.
A great kick by Tor for a touchback.
Man, I've lost count of the touchbacks that has had tonight. It's been so many, so many touchbacks.
Down. Set. Hike.
Change of formations. Oh my gosh. Are in clarity with the 5-yard tackle, 5-yard loss, excuse me. And now it would be a 2nd and 15 that the
mean, they're just-
Bulldogs are facing at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, they're just really not giving him anywhere to go. I mean, if he goes one way Tor, the other way Purdy, and if he tries to cut back up the middle, Kay and Arwen are just, cutting him off at the legs. Not the knees, the legs, because he's not getting anything there.
Down.
He's not getting any legs.
No, because they're not giving him a chance to use them. There it is again.
And Torov.
That time Tor got him.
Big time sack by Torov. 14-yard loss. And right now, the Bulldogs are being owned up front. I don't know what they're going to do here, but they got to figure out something.
I mean, I guess at this point is, this is the time that you just want to get aggressive, do whatever, get out there, throw the ball around, run it, anything that you're going to do that,
Down. Set.
you wouldn't normally do because.
And they bring out the troops. He chucks it up. He had a receiver there, just a little overthrown. But, I mean, with all due respect, there was so much pressure. And obviously the Panthers are smelling blood, and they're going in for the kill. Not a bad throw in that area because he had 2 receivers there, just overthrown. If he had the ball maybe down a little bit, he would have those receivers to make a play on it. And that could have ended up being a big-time yardage play for, actually, the Bulldogs. But nevertheless, it didn't go
Back
through
for
for
the
them.
punt.
And back for the punt because of the bad field position. And the Panthers
what
are
are you
definitely
calling?
put on the clinic right now.
And they got Fru in the back. What, Papa Daddy Fru? Is that what you call him?
Papa Daddy Fruit Pop.
Papa Daddy Fru Pop.
Yeah, it changes a little bit every time. Fru's my boy though. He's really a cool dude. I've always liked Fru Diesel. That's not me kissing up. I don't really kiss up to people. But I've always liked Fru. He's a fun guy. He doesn't take life too serious. You know what I mean? So he's always been good people's. He used to box for me back in the day, and he was a hell of a boxer. So when he ended up joining football, I was never surprised that he was a great player.
Well, that
Yes, he
time
did.
you just made him sound like a popsicle.
Oh, Papa. Fruit Daddy Popsicle. There you go.
Down, set, hike.
It looks like they've got a few guys
Deep throw
going
by
up.
Caden. Wow, Staples with the
Staples
beautiful
yet
catch.
again.
That is just beautiful. If you're just learning receiving, what Staple Price did just there with that movement, that's how you receive right there. That ball was headed towards one of the Bulldogs. Staples did a spin cut back up, took it right in front of the Bulldog, and then got all those yak yards right after. It was a beautiful, beautiful play right there by Staples Price.
What yards?
Yak. Yards after the catch.
Down, set, hike.
It's all about the yak. Kaden rolling out to left. She has a lot of time. Not really pushes a lot. She has all day. And she gets the ball into Dexter
Dexter
Fredericks. 94 to 0. Great throw by Kaden to open receiver. Good moving by Dexter to come down with it.
Down, down, down.
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know that was a good cadence or not, but
I don't even know.
he said it went down.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he's got me speechless. So
And not many people can do that.
that is correct. So congrats to Tor on that.
Down, set, hike.
All right, Rhino receives the kickoff.
Don't go
He-
backwards.
Don't go backwards. You want the yakety yak. Don't go back. You know what I mean? You don't want to go back. The yak, all right? We need the yard. You need the yards after a catch. And the thing is, if you're the Bulldogs, that was the opportunity to get your best field position, which this is probably is the best field position, 30. But I mean, if he didn't go back, he probably could at least got to 35 and 40. And if you're the Bulldogs at this point, every yard counts. So I think that was just a bad mistake right there.
Down, set, hike.
Little handoff
Hand
action
off to
there.
Siri. Eric has it. He's throwing it.
Nice little
Deep.
pass.
And Irish
Nice
catches it.
caught by the Irish guy.
Big time play, 33 yards by Irish. There's some life by the Bulldogs. The answer might be let Siri throw it.
Away team.
Great throw by Eric. And then one thing about that play, finally, after all the handoffs,
guys.
finally
Go
a
ahead.
running back is able to get to the outside. And that was the key to that one, because finally somebody got to the outside. Every play before that on a handoff, they wouldn't be able to get past the outside linebacker. So Eric Siri was able to get to the outside, and he had a clear sight downfield to make a solid throw. Now, that wasn't to coverage, but, you know, the way Irish was positioned, he had the advantage there. So great play by the Bulldogs. And, yep, I figured they were going to do it again. It
Gonna
worked
do it again.
last time. He's
He's got
back
to be
to
careful.
Eric
There it
again.
is.
He's launching. He's taking a chance.
Oh no!
He got the
And a
interception, the fumble, and then Staples
Recovered by
recovered the loose
Staples.
ball to get tackled by Rhino and picks up 7 yards. Now the problem with that is they ran the same play again, and that's the thing. Like the thing about the previous play, that it may have taken the Panthers off their game just a tad bit, you know. But they're a smart team, so when they did a handoff again, it was obvious they were doing the same as that play, and that time the secondary, and they played it well that time. So
Down, set,
the game of
hike.
football is definitely like a game of chess, and you got to play your chess a little bit smarter than that. If you're the Bulldogs, you got to keep them off their toes. And Staples with a beautiful catch there. He's slowed down, but he's not tackled yet. He's still going. He's going. Gets tackled by the Irish guy, Sky Tower, after a pickup of 25. Be 1st and 10 at the Panthers' 36-yard line.
Down, set, hike.
We are currently now in the fourth quarters. 6:53 left in the last quarter. Caden rolling out to the right. Throws it. Just a little too far over. Looked like the intended receiver was our hubby, Ray Robert. And it looks like they got a trip. Another dangerous side. It looks like they got
Down,
Staples, Frew,
set,
and Ray
hike.
all on the wide receiver to the left. And I think that's probably where Caden might go. And yep, she's rolling out left. Probably looking for one of those guys. Up, she's getting the pressure now. She rolled out to right. She's under pressure. She has a few receivers. She's going.
Oh, just overthrown.
barely overthrown, but yep, a tad overthrown. There. That time the Bulldogs were able to get in and put some pressure. The Bulldogs have pursued a little bit better. I mean, they haven't got, they've gotten that one sack, but, they've put a lot of better pressure in the second half, which is forcing, some quicker throws up there, maybe before the QB wanted to throw it, which is, obviously what you
Down.
want.
Set. Hike.
All right, Kaden does a fake left, then she rolls out to the right. She has the ball for the base.
Oh, just
Another
missed right on that
overthrown.
one.
And now it's 4th and 10. She had the receiver there, a little overthrown, but she also had the run there. So, maybe on this play, if she has that run again, she'll just take it to get that first down. Who knows? We'll see. But it really looks like the Panthers right now are just working on passing and sticking to that for the most part. We haven't seen too much QB runs today.
Down. Set. Hike.
So Kaden drops back to the right. She's rolling out. She probably has that first down if she wants it. She almost stepped out there,
I saw that.
but gets it in just in time to her hubby Ray Robert. Ray, we know he's got moving. He just juked all those Bulldogs out the way basically until he finally gets tackled by Jordan Holiday after a 39-yard pickup. Great move by Ray. Good throw by Kaden. She got it, the ball. She released the ball right before she steps out. So it's all good. It looks like Fru Diesel is crashed. So I'm
I
pretty
was
sure.
kind of wondering because he was just like standing there on that play.
Let's see if they
if
bring
that-
somebody in quickly for Fru.
That the notorious
set,
fruit crash was
hike.
happening.
Oh, nope. Nobody comes in for Fru. And they hike it. So they probably bring somebody in the next play. Unless you let Rez is in and they TP him back. And Kaden's rolling out. She's
Oh,
Does a quick pass?
nice. Jordan Holiday got in
Ooh.
there on that one.
Jordan got in there, and Jordan with the big interception, and Staples gets the tackle. I think Staples was the intended receiver. The one thing about this ball, the Coalition Sports, is that it has a faster zip when you're close in close range, and so the timing of adjusting has to be even that much quicker when you're very short yardage. And it just looks like there Jordan just was able to grab that a little quicker on that one. So big turnover for the Bulldogs, and if you're the Bulldogs, I mean you have about 5:41 left in the game. You're just playing, hopefully, just to get a score or get a drive, build some confidence here, and take that with you as you try to build for the season. And if I'm the Bulldogs, that's what I want. You can't be afraid. If you're the Bulldogs, it doesn't matter if you're going against a great team. You gotta be willing to just, go straight down their throats with it.
Another
And that's not the way to do it.
big sack with a flag on the play. So we'll see what
It's a
that
flag on the play after the sack by Kaden Pierce with a 12-yard
Again.
loss.
Team.
He's drifting on the away team, and I'm pretty sure they're going to decline that one.
Panthers, do you want to decline that?
Yeah, we'll decline it.
Yep, and the Panthers are declining it,
Penalty is
and the
declined.
Bulldogs are in trouble.
Who is drifting?
There's trouble in Little China, for sure, and it looks like it's definitely declined, and the ball looks like it's placed about on the 2-yard line. And if you're the Bulldogs, you haven't had much success in the offensive line. I don't know what you're gonna do in this spot.
It was your running
you
back,
gotta come up with
just like the
something.
Bulldogs.
Okay. Down.
Maybe they're
Set.
taking a few minutes to talk it out.
It looks like they're trying to do
Oh,
something, and
yeah.
he's able to get that off.
Way far.
As far he was just trying to throw that away at that point. The Panthers have been so successful all night of coming in, and once again, they put on a clinic, but once again, it's just showing the fundamentals of what makes a successful team. And the Panthers, even though they have those huge turnover of players, looking like early contenders. It's still too early. You don't want to do predictions. I'm not into predictions, but as of right now, they definitely look like one of the stronger teams in the tourney by their performance today.
Down. Set. Hike.
All right, there's a safety. by Caden Pierce. Once again, loss of 70 yards, and now it's 97-0 the Bulldogs. So the Panthers right now look like they won't reach the Dolphins mark of 140, but the Panthers are definitely in that second slot right now for a possible second round bye. There's still 2 more games to be played this weekend to end the first round. Tomorrow it's the Warriors versus the Falcons, the battle of the black and red, as both teams' colors are black and red. And that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. SLT. And Sunday's game is the Titans versus Mustangs. So there's still time for one of those teams, 2 of those teams, to maybe make up the difference and take over those bye spots. But right now, it's looking good for the Panthers with the 97-0 lead.
And if you want to keep up with everything, be sure to log in www.uflsl.com or look up the Facebook page.
You sound so innocent saying that,
Aww.
but we know that's not the truth.
Gosh.
Pull that back, drop the guys back 5 yards.
Oh,
Once again, that just got knocked off line there. My partner in crime got knocked off line, and my guess, if I'm a betting man, that her cat did something to the power.
I don't know. I know because I'm here, but
Far out there.
my computer's like froze. All I see is like.
Oh yeah, you went offline, girl. So you'll be crashing soon. It just hasn't caught up to you yet. I predict the future here. You got kicked out.
I wish it would hurry up.
Yeah.
It's not doing. I mean, like my whole computer froze, so I may have to like hard crash. I'll be right back.
You'll be right back. All righty.
I'll be right back.
See what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen, being left out in the cold just like that. Unbelievable.
Down set. Hike.
Shout out to Razdan out on Twitch land.
User in your channel timed out.
A beautiful run there by Ray Robert after 34 yards and gets tackled by Siri. First and 10 at the Panthers' 46-yard line. So I see Razdan out on the stream, so Razdan probably figures he knows now that his Patriots definitely would have to play in round number 2 after the Panthers have scored about 97 points right now.
Down,
So
set, hike.
Kaden rolls out to the right. She's spinning out there. Nobody in front of her. She has the run if she wants it. Throws it short. Beautiful catch by Staples Price. And Staples is still alive. He's going. He could go all the way. And yes, he does. Staples Price once again with a touchdown. 103-0 now is the score. Staples is a very, very high IQ player. Very, very smart player. He runs his routes very well. He follows through. He can adjust the ball very well. And he's definitely shown us a clinic today with how he does things. That was a beautiful pass also by Caden Pierce right there to catch Staples. So it looks like today the Panthers worked out both of the QBs. My guess is Ray is the starter and Caden's the backup. And they're both getting good workouts here today. And it looks like they're ready, to definitely be contenders in this tourney. And it's now 104-0. The Panthers lead. And it's still 4:16 on the clock. I don't think they're going to be able to reach the Dolphins' 140 mark with 4:16 left on the clock, but if they keep getting some quick scores, they may be able to still make a play on it. So we'll see if the Panthers are going to be able to get at least that mark.
Down, set, hike.
Torf with the kick. He's been kicking beautifully today, and that one is a little short to the outside. And actually, he's going to get the Bulldogs probably the best field position off a kickoff tonight at the 40-yard line. Hopefully by now the Bulldogs, we've seen it constantly over and over again. Rhino's dropping way back, and his team is just allowing the defensive line just to come in at will. I almost would rather just see them roll out straight to whatever direction he's rolling out to and just hold the C button. And hopefully the Panthers run into him. If you can't catch him with the movements, just hold that C button. The C button does help. Right, Cat, who's just joined me back? Or maybe not.
Down, set, hike.
There he goes, dropping back, way back. Caden's there, Purdy's there. He just was able to get it off before Purdy got him. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Eric, but that was out of bounds. Nope, gain on the play. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard, the Bucks 40-yard line here.
Down, set, hike.
Rhino hikes it, drops raised back. He's all these. Wow, they're just gonna get him there. Purdy Panther with the sack, 17-yard loss. That Purdy Panther.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot. Purdy, Kay, Arwen, sounds like they've got the new brick wall going.
I copyrighted the name of the brick wall. That's the Warrior name. But yes, they do have a strong defensive line. It's going to be, you can tell right now, I mean, I like Aaron on the line as well because, I remember a couple seasons ago when she was a rookie, you had Purdy, her, Kobe, and a couple others around there. This line, it looks to be just as good if they keep this line together, like the championship line that they had. And,
Down, set, hike.
it's definitely a formidable line that's going to be well respected. I mean, Purdy and Tor at the outside linebacker is going to cause havoc for any team because they move so elusive, and the way they move, sometimes if you're not sharp with how you move on offensive line, they make it to the point where it's going to take you a while to even get a block on them, and by that time they probably box your QB in. And the best part about that is if you have quality people in between them who know how to keep their lanes, they're going to cause a lot of havoc because of that, and that's what we're seeing a lot today. That
Definitely.
Caden's getting in,
Set,
Aaron is
hike.
getting in as well, benefiting off of the containment of those two. Another beautiful catch by Staples. Staples, I don't know how much catches he has today, but he has a lot.
He has a lot.
He has a lot. And update on the stats. There will be stats
Down,
for the UFL,
hike.
just so that everybody knows. We'll probably be testing sooner or later on one of the tourney games, start testing the stats tracker, but the tourney stats are not generally being kept for the tourney. But they'll definitely be there for the preseason. So expect the stats. We're going to check those out pretty soon to start testing out to make sure they're working correctly. So definitely those of you stat heads that care about stats, we will have it for the season. And the UFL, what we look to do is, obviously you guys have seen it who've been paying attention, that every team, the 14 out of the 14 teams, all of them have a 15-player cap. So no team can have more than 15 players,
Down,
and every
set,
member
hike.
on the team has a cap set for $1 million. So obviously every team has $15 million salary cap. All right, and with that said, after the season, when all the stats are taken into consideration, we're going to formulate a plan that's non-biased, that can set the player amounts in a non-biased fashion for the next season. Syke with a beautiful catch, with a beautiful throw from Kaning. It's up 16, 1st and 10 at the Panthers 7-yard line. And so season 2 of the UFL, you'll see, as we hit the 2-minute warning, players' salaries different. And a lot of these teams that are together this season may not be able to put everybody together next season because the salary cap will
Down,
be in play.
set, hike.
Kaden rolls out to right. She has the run if she wants it. She looks like she's looking for the pass instead. Tries to stick the ball in there. A little bit overthrown, and it will be 2nd and 7 at Panthers 7.
Down, set, hike.
Kaden's rolling out to the right. She has an open receiver in the middle. She wants it. Now they're covered, though. Oh, nice move by Kaden to elude the defense. She overthrows a little bit. Probably a good point to get rid of that ball just so she can avoid the sack. The receiver was there, just a little bit overthrown, though. But Panthers still have 2 more shots at it. 3rd and 7.
Down, set, hike.
And I can say, even though it's been a really interesting game. How about let's go with that. It's been a very interesting game.
Malik Smitty with the touchdown score right there, 7-yard touchdown play. Panthers have now won 10-0, and it's probably now really safe to say. Wasn't sure at the 4-minute mark, but now it's probably safe to say 129 left. Panthers will not beat the Dolphins score 140, but right now obviously they've really made a mark to solidify themselves as the number 2 team right now that possibly may get a bye.
Down, set, conversion.
So Tor changes up the cadence a little bit. This time down set in a conversion. And
Yeah, clock's still going. Lagging or something.
Yeah, I see that.
all right, little issue with the play clock that the referees are fixing on the field.
Give it just a second, see if it'll catch up. If not, I'll add the points in and draw it back.
And just a quick background as the referees are squaring this away. The UFL is the first ever team owner operated league in SL football. All 14 owners of the respective teams are owners of the league equally. And so this is a new format that we hope to see help football survive the dreaded, what's the curse, 2 years?
3-year curse.
I know, it's the 3-year curse. You never get into season 3. Something happens before you can get there. So with this format,
bring me back.
With this format,
see if it'll click in.
we are hoping that we can survive that curse, So we'll see about that. But right now, I like what the UFL has been doing in terms of as I bring the pesty cat back to the sim.
Thank you.
You should have never left, girl. But I like the format of the UFL because it really gives a chance to have all the team owners buy in, like how real football is ran. And right now we're all working together, so every owner has a piece of the ownership pie.
All right, there we go.
And to me, the fact of the matter is, with previous leagues, you've seen it where you have like 1 or 2 people or a couple people in leadership, and they dictate when the league ends. In this format, not one team owner dictates when the league ends. If one team owner leaves, then the rest can decide if they're going to continue or not. So there's more heads in the pot to control whether the league ends, which means the percentage of it ending, is in favor of it not ending because you have more heads in the pot. So we're hoping that this format works, but only time will tell. But definitely, kudos to all the team owners. We spend a lot of hours, long meetings, disagreements to try to get football back, and this tourney is the start of that. Football being back and the fruit of all the hard work that's been going on behind the scenes. So special shout out to all the team owners out there. We got a lot more work to do, but you know what? It's starting to show that we did put in a lot of good work. See, Kat, I could be nice once in a while.
What? I think you're right in everything you said. I mean, this is the first group that's actually coming together like everybody has said in the past and doing it that way.
Down.
So.
Hike.
See, you didn't say I was nice. See, I'm not nice, so you didn't even comment on that. I don't blame you though, because I'm not really nice.
It's because you push me. You push me hard to be a better player and everything. So yeah, I don't have to say you're nice. You're my coach.
I don't want to be nice anyway. I'd rather be a jerk. But anyway, great tackle there by Caden. Another sack by Caden. 8-yard loss on Siri. Looks like they did a QB change on that play. Sorry, off the handoff. It wasn't a QB change. It was off the handoff. Sorry. We got Rado back there, ready to
Down. Hike.
take the hike, and he's back there, and he's in safety zone, and he's stepping up. Wow, he got rid of that ball just in time, but he got rid of it to Darian Humphreys with the pick 6, and now the Panthers have 117. Darian Humphreys, one of the new Panthers, and I take some credit there because I discovered Darian. I taught him all he knows. Well, I didn't teach him all he knows, but I did discover Darian, and he's turned out to become a really, really great player. Another pick 6 there, and it looks like the Panthers are ready to do their extra point.
Down, set,
Uh-oh, he put Humphreys on the cadence. That was
And
funny
then-
one. That was a pretty clever one. I like that
That
one.
was a cute one. So,
And
you know, and as
118
the
to 0.
season winds down, keep in mind, you know, 2 more games this weekend. We're up tomorrow. You know, Titans and Mustangs on Sunday. Be sure and log in. Watch Twitch. If you can't make that one, catch it on YouTube. UFLSL.com, Facebook. We post a lot of the information there. Keep up with everything. Keep up with our marketing and all the goodies to come.
Yeah, and also we got Enroll Fan Group just started up. So if you're in Second Life, wow, Tor kicks it right
What
to the
was that?
stairs.
Okay. And a flag on that.
A flag on the play, kick over our heads. He was aiming for the scoreboards, or he was aiming for my head. I don't know. But either way, this is 118 to 0 on the score. And the Panthers are up, completely dominating the Bulldogs. And it looks like the refs have thrown a penalty, and we're just waiting to see, waiting on the refs to fix everything back up.
Ignore that, guys. Ignore that. Yeah, our referee got click happy.
We got click happy. All right. And the ball is now back play. And the Panthers are successfully looking like they're going to be advancing to round number 2. And the full second round layout not be completed until the last game on Sunday.
Down, set, hike.
Rhino with the handout to Siri, and hey, he's running it. Oh, beautiful spin move. Pickups 4 yards. And not a bad play there. I mean, I've seen some plays by the Bulldogs that shows potential if they can develop more on those plays and you know what I mean, Cat. Definitely blocking to improve on, but they have some people who have talent. Surprised they didn't call timeout there just to get another play.
Good game, Bulldawgs.
And that's the end of the game. Panthers with the victory, 118 to 0. And we'll see if we can grab a couple of the Panthers for an interview here in 1 second.
Minus Tor? What the? That's it.
And Staples Price.
We're gonna have to take Tor and Dante to the penalty.
Staples Price comes and he photobombs everything here. Kat, if you had to pick somebody as a player game, who would you pick as a player game today?
If it were up to me, I would say,
My bad.
I would call Staples on it.
Dante,
After
you suck at
interceptions
everything you
and
do.
touchdowns that he had out
Okay.
there, I would definitely, yeah.
Oh my god. That was...
Yeah, I would agree. I think Staples is definitely the MVP of this game. He had an amazing game, especially offensively there. And we're looking to get 2 Panthers to interview. We're just getting the names confirmed, and so we'll interview a couple of Panthers momentarily. So stay tuned for that. In just a second. All right, so we're waiting for that confirmation on which players it's going to be. But yeah, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen out there on Twitch, don't forget to tune in tomorrow. The Warriors will take on the Falcons at 6 p.m. SOT, and that will also be live on our official UFL Twitch. We got the 2 players who will be interviewed, so we'll go roll to interview them, and it's going to be Malik Lipton and Ray Robert. All right, so Kat, we are good to start interviewing them.
All right, let me. Holy cow! That just. Never mind. Even get Malik over here with us. So, Ray, do you think you can get Malik over here with us?
Yeah.
There he
Here he is.
comes. So, how does it feel to be back on the field as the Panthers again? And more.
Sound muted.
It's good. I mean, it's been a long time since we played. I mean, together anyway. We still got a lot of new faces, so I mean, it's not really like completely like the old Panthers, but we filled a lot of spots in with a lot of good players, so it's a lot different.
How do you feel about the tournament setup and just looking to the future games?
Well, things are going like they are now. We're gonna have to play the Dolphins, so it's gonna be a lot tougher than what we had today, obviously. But we're feeling pretty good about it. We've been practicing a lot. A lot of the new guys are getting used to how we kind of play our ball. But I mean, yeah, we're looking forward to the next game.
That's good. And Malik, what about you? You know, you've kind of been in and out of the, football over the last few seasons and everything. How's it feel to be back on the field?
Oh man, it feels really good, man. You know, I've been repairing this ACL injury for a while. It's to be back. Nobody was gonna sign me because of this ACL injury, but I'm glad it really gave me a chance here. You know, I thank God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Malik took the purple pill I gave him. It helped him.
I would so thank you for signing Malik and letting him know he was redlining. Guys, thank you. Congratulations on the win tonight. Look forward to seeing y'all in the future and into the next season. Congrats to all the Panthers.
Thank you.
Malik.
Don't act like you don't like it.
Only on Fridays.
It's good.
Dude, you're gonna have to dry clean this shirt when you're done. Can I get security? I'm